Yo, what's up? It's Jaime. You're watching Behind the Swag. And right now I'm meeting with the designer of Guillermo Bravo, Luis Velez, at his store CORRE. So I'm here with Luis Velez right here in CORRE. Where did you migrate from?
Colombia. I was born in Medellin. Came to the States when I was, I think, like 7.5 to Miami.
Being an immigrant from Colombia, how that affects your style?
What happened is that out of my siblings, I have an older sister and a younger brother. I was the least confident of the three. One day I was going on a date, and I was showing my older sister, my outfit, and she's like, "Oh, brother, there ain't gonna be another date." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Your outfit's just terrible." And I was like, please do explain. And she's like, "Well, this is how you should wear things, and this is why you should wear it like this, and you should think about this a little bit more." And after that, I was just like obsessed.
At least to my next question, I was gonna ask, did like your parents or anybody in your life kind of influence your style?
My parents forcibly influenced my style because I got grounded for a whole summer.
Okay.
And because of that, I found basketball.
Got you.
So I was relegated to like my gated community, and all there was a hoop downstairs. So
that was it.
Played ball, and because of that, I became obsessed with sneakers.
Growing up, what kind of sneakers did you love? Or even if you weren't able to get them,
yeah.
What sneakers do you?
I mean, Air Jordans of all kinds, right?
Okay.
The ones, the fours,
of course.
For sure. Charles Barkley had some cool stuff.
Totally.
David Robinson. I mean, Larry Johnson's. Those were dope. Grant Hills
were clean.
Yeah. I mean, anything that I could get my hands on, and anything that was hot back in the day.
You named Issy, Ray, and Yoji.
Yeah.
I wanted to, if you could talk to me a little bit about how they influenced you.
I think that the Mount Rushmore for me as far as designer. And I like the way that they explore shape, their silhouettes, their materials. I'm obsessed with, pleating and pocketing, which is huge for, Issey Miyake. He has a whole, department devoted just to pleats.
Just to pleats, okay.
And back in the day, he used to do a lot of really strange pocketing. I think he still does.
Okay.
Ray, how can you not like comb, man?
Yeah,
that's
one of my
insane.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, the kind of really high-end patchwork kind of button downs that she does.
Yeah.
The volume and pants that she'll do some balloon pants, and you're like, I'll take any of that.
And
Yamamoto, if you're wearing black, that's the only way to go, right? Yeah, a brand that I'm crazy inspired by is Peterson Stew.
Can you talk about these? Every time we come here, Tobe picks these up and he's like, we need to get some of these.
Yeah, these are insane. So Peterson Stew is a small team out of Amsterdam, ran by two ladies.
Okay.
They buy predominantly Nikes, Adidas, and Asics, rip off the sole and add a welt sole to it.
Oh, God.
So meaning by welt sole, meaning that you could get this recobbled and replaced, and it just can live forever. So they'll just do funky stuff, and the really cool things that they're really into sustainability. So for instance, this is a new Air Jordan that they bought, and they did this too. And then some of the shoes that they work with are used and
older,
and they're vintage.
Nice.
Their dust bags that they have for the shoes are made from old button-down shirts.
Oh, God.
And then the shoe trees are the sleeves from those dust bags. And then any of the discarded materials are sewn up in the front.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's that joke when you're young that if you're wearing Nikes, you can't wear Adidas socks.
Exactly.
Now you're like, well, this is a Asics logo, right? This is Adidas. This is Adidas. More Asics, so you can wear whatever socks you want with your Nikes. This is a crazy amount of work, man.
No, this is the one that I think Tobe's favorite.
Yeah, it's insane. That's a Stan Smith.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, that's a Stan Smith. That's Stan Smith. That's Stan Smith. That's definitely Asics. More Stan Smith. More Asics. Stan Smith. Yeah. Funny enough, we're the only stocklist in the U.S. that carries those. Trouble to get those in through customs, because they're like, oh, it's a leather shoe, fill this out. Okay, what materials in there? You're like, okay, is it a new sneakers they use? And they kind of don't understand, so just jumping through the hoops to get the set of those in. Usually it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you're like, well, I mean, like.
But it stands out so much.
Well, it's like a piece of art.
Exactly.
In a sense.
These are cool. My favorite shoes though are over here. I'm gonna show these guys.
Yeah, it's a vegetable leather, which is wild. The goofy sneakers, they call them.
The goofy sneakers? Yeah, I'm rocking with these. These are this is my style.
That is some shorts in the summer.
These are crazy. I love these a lot.
Yeah, man. Lightest performance basketball shoe on the market. Weighs ounces, which is wild. I mean, like, check this out. That's pretty fucking light.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even feel like it's gonna be that light, or look like it's gonna be this light at all.
Yeah, and performance-wise, I hoop with these and they're good.
Nice.
Lateral movements, really nice, even though that's like pretty low.
Pretty low, but yeah, this is a tough shoe though. These are cool.
Those are cool, huh? That's an approach boot. It's a hiking boot.
Nice.
Yeah, light hiking boot. Oh yeah, let's look at some cool shit. So I wanted to do something that had like some cording that was really interesting. So in the waistband we put cording so you can cinch your waist, right? And then I was like, well, if we're doing cording there, if you want to hike them up and make them shorter, why don't we do some cording here so you can make them shorter?
Yeah.
Me and the team, we hadn't done a pair of shorts like this, so we're trying to find out.
It's pretty nice functionality too.
Yeah, it's fun. In the inside and the guts of these, the first rendition that we did was we just put tape over, basically like a tape, and then we put all the cording through the tape, and it looked kind of messy. So we developed so that we could have the cording within the seam. So there's all these little kind of touchy, so all the cording is within
its own seam.
Yeah, and you don't see it. So it looks really clean, and it's easier for the factory to manufacture. And hold up, do me a favor. Could you pull on this pocket right here? Pull on it hard. No, pull it towards you.
Oh, snap.
I wanted to do something that was like a magnetized pouch.
Magnetized pouch. This is crazy.
Yeah. So like you use that as like a little wallet or something.
Yeah, this is hard.
Yeah. And then it's got a pocket in there, and then
the top
pocket as well. Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, I don't know. That's the vibe that we like to develop with stuff. You know, do something funky and weird, and work on stuff like this, like kind of fisherman vibes vest.
Yeah.
You know, working with pleats that are really interesting. The way that you build this pleat is the top of the pleat goes this way, and the bottom of the pleat goes this way, and then just have all the pockets possible.
Yeah, with all the extra pockets.
We do this in this is a reflective vinyl.
Oh, you can kind of see the pleat detail a little better on this. Yeah.
So this, if you hit it with a flash, it lights up. Well, yeah, this is for a little collab we've been working out. So yeah, we started with a shirt kind of like this. That was a shirt that we made a couple of seasons ago. Then my want was, how do I drop the shoulders a bit more, make it more boxy? This had these, right? We opened it up, made it more boxy, took the collar, made it really pointy.
Crazy collar detail. I think that's part of my favorite part.
Yeah, I wanted to do something weird. And then the idea was that we're using different plaids, so it's hard to see on this one. So it's the same book of swatches, but different plaids. So fuzzy side, and then this is a flat side.
And the crazy collar detail.
Yeah, and then so it just starts to become more of like, wait, this is kind of like this, and it's kind of like this, but not like this.
Not exactly the
So
same.
you get like 4 fabrics in one when it's actually 2 in 1.
Yes. Yeah, that one's crazy. I think my next favorite shirt would be the magnetized.
Oh yeah, this one too. Yeah, we'll do a bunch of these for the summer for sure.
Yeah, this is.
So all asymmetrical at the bottom, asymmetrical pockets, and then these are just exposed pocket bags, and then again with the magnets.
It's a multi-layer shirt. That's why. I love
Yeah,
it.
and then the actual pocket is in there.
Yeah.
You can kind of wear it different ways. You can tuck the collar if you want.
The magnets is just so different, and it's still smooth.
Yeah, it looks good. You can wear it like this. You can close it in and wear it like this. Yeah, and then even the yoke in the back is asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. Yeah, this is one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, that's gonna be cold. I'm gonna need that one.
Oh yeah, the bomber. Yeah. So I work with a lot of mills in Japan, and I saw this fabric, and I was like, all right, we gotta make a bomber. And I kind of wanted to do it like as a puffer in a sense.
Yeah, it's definitely thicker than most of them.
So I double padded the chest and the back piece, and then I wanted to just do some big ass pockets. Put a book in there, a magazine, or your iPad, maybe some groceries.
Oh wait, we gotta talk about the sneakers.
Oh yeah, we've been working on this guy forever. Future Standard Issue 1. So we want to do a little play on like what would be a Future Standard Issue boot, military boot in 2050.
And this would be like your third iteration?
This is my third sneaker, yeah. We just came back from Italy to suss out all the details for production. We'll hopefully have these here by the end of July.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's basically customizable sneaker that you can unzip and zip. So this part comes off and on.
Oh yeah.
You could wear a multitude of ways. You could wear it with the shroud or without the shroud.
That would be my thing. I would wear the shroud just funky.
Yeah, and that's the idea.
Might button it sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah. There's also little tabs in here, and then these tabs are so that we could hook up other shrouds.
Oh.
So we're currently working on a gaiter for this.
Got you.
To functify it, and the gaiter is going to be made out of like a colorful knit.
Yeah.
So you can have like
swap in and out.
4 sneakers in one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cold.
A low top that we first came out with, the Marquez, sold out.
Nice. Yeah, I like this. The leather feels real good on this one.
I guess the idea is to, the desire to develop funky, fun stuff.
Yeah, to bring in different things in the space. This is definitely one of my favorites. So thank you for letting us check out everything in the shop today, man. Shop at CORRE if you got some time. It's up here in Madrona area on 34th. Hopefully you get to meet Luis himself while you're in the building. Otherwise, the manager, Eric, will get you right. Yo, what's going on? We're down here at Sodo Park right now where Luis Velez houses Guillermo Bravo studio. Inside there's also Gray Pants Studio where they kind of create a bunch of different like lighting fixtures, and they have a dope bathroom installation. So we're gonna check out a lot of the cool shit in the studio and also check out some of how basically Luis puts together Guillermo Bravo, the brand, see a couple iterations of the samples, and just kind of discover the journey of Guillermo Bravo in general. So I wanted to ask what it was like basically having your studio space versus having your storefront, and if it helps you be able to create, making sure that the work is simple.
I mean, it's too different. When you're at the store, you're kind of an operator, right? Making sure the product looks good, making sure kind of you know what's behind the product that you're selling. And here's kind of the development of my personal brand.
Gotcha.
It is a different entity, and it definitely asks for different responsibilities, kind of creating pieces, developing pieces to make sure that they're at their full potential. Beto. I think that's the biggest difference and the most important thing, because here we can just concentrate on just making stuff. And that's a process that you need to allow yourself to have to think ideas through with the team.
Yeah.
So time doesn't pass, it just goes round and round in circles. Designed in Seattle, date edition. I mean,
I like this one a lot.
Hey, the only sole unit in the size that we're making it in Italy that we could find is a baby ball. It's like, I don't care if it's purple. Let's just make the sample.
Yeah, and I do see what you're saying about like some of the different.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at this. This tab is not supposed to be that big. It's not supposed to be in this material. They had it on the outside here. On the outside here again. It's just like little things like that.
So yeah, it's really cool to see exactly, because we come here and we get to see like 3-4 iterations of something that we've seen at the store. I think at the store we had like the closest to the final. The FS1 at the store is not even the final piece. But one thing that I'm like noticing the difference in is, well, one of my favorite details is the Vibram Sole and this double tab pull here. Something about that I like a lot. Like it just makes it look sporty and shifty. This iteration doesn't have it, which I thought was really interesting. It just has one tab that pulls consistently through here. I favor this iteration.